Okay, hi there, my name's Vince. Just gonna do a recording and just gonna introduce myself first. I started up this online company and it's registered under telecommunications. And the thing that made me start up the company was just seeing the situation in the world and with employment, economics, seeing the markets, seeing inflation, and seeing how the government is operating behind the scenes. Um, that's pretty much what changed me and made me want to get out of employment. Not to become unemployed, but to become a corporation. So that's what I've begun to create, and just going to do some examples right now, and we're going to get into a few things that I've been researching, um, the software that I'm marketing, what I'd like to get into, what the company will be progressing into, and also just to show you how easy it is to network and just to give you a look around and just to see my house. So here we go. We have my two beautiful daughters here. That's another reason why I've been so much into what I'm doing at the moment and starting this business and just preparing for the future and getting everything ready for the next generation so that, I have something to hand down to my daughters and we are okay, because the world really isn't a nice place. It's not, it's exactly what my lawyer told me it was. Here's me. So yeah, there's my house and this is where I work out of. So the main goal is to start a online business. I know it sounds like, oh my God, not one of these scams again. And yeah, it definitely can be that because I've been through the scams myself and I've had, I didn't, I actually gave up and after my first year of working online and I got back into normal work and I started working at water care and I was working at Shilling Laboratories and Belty, and we won't go into those jobs really because they didn't help me up in the long run. What did help me was starting to educate myself and focusing on investing in education. And yeah, I had to pay so much to learn what I've got now, and I can't really take it for granted. So what I'm doing now is making the most of it, and we'll just get into a bit of it. So first off, we'll go into the pure leverage software. So you can share a selected area, which is whatever you'd want the people the viewers to see in their webinar presentation room. So what you'd want to do is, or what I'll do is, something that would see the whole screen that we are operating in. So if we can get this one out, that's why I usually just do full screen. Oh, well, that's good enough, I say. So we'll just play that, and so that will start sharing, and so on. So what we do is we can maximize the screen, or we can leave it in there like that. It depends on what you want to do for whatever your purposes are of your using the software. So right now we could be going like this, and it's actually recording what is in here. So you can still see this. You've just seen this is my Snagger software this is my desktop, but we won't talk about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring that software back up. Okay, I'm going to go into Google Keyword Tool here. And let's just say that I'm starting a blog about New Zealand, or John Key or something, you know, like something to bring something to my company, which is a New Zealand based company. We'll put, yeah, New Zealand. So we'll see how much, and what you want to do is you want to put locations to all countries. And all languages on it, just English. Okay, and then you want to do competition as low. You want low competition because, you know, I mean, later on, you know, you can go for those big keywords, but we don't need to get that right at the moment. So global monthly searches, yeah. So you'd want it to be, you want the least number of search results to be like 100,000 really, but we'll just start at 10,000. So we'll just leave that. We've got all those. We've got our keyword. You can put it on a website if you want, but we don't do that. Category, up to you. If you really want to, you know, specify it right down to the niche, there you go. But we'll just go ahead and hit search, and that thing should go. Yeah. What's that? HAV. What's this? DN? No clue. I don't even think that's right. Oh gosh. YGR UNM married. Cool. Okay, that should be ready. So we'll let it load up. Let the software work. Now, I'm sure Google brought the software off this guy that I used to be in with, and he started off the instant passive profits, and what he had was a keyword tool, and it could track in, it could lock in to search engines and see what people were searching. So just remember, people, that these search results here are only for Google. It doesn't count for like Bing, Yahoo, any other search engine out there. There's Internet Explorer search. There's so many search engines out there, and that's how people research, is by typing in keywords. So this is how they're all put in, and this is just for Google searches. So what we would want to do, or what I would do, is probably take a keyword like about New Zealand. We've got 20 million, no. Oh yeah, 20 million about New Zealand. So what I would do is I'd bring up my blog and then would put about New Zealand. About New Zealand and the people in control. Now, I'm not doing this to be against anyone, no. But we definitely do have a country that's being controlled, and so, you know, I'd fill in all that, and I would make sure to keep those, make those keywords at least 3% of what the whole blog is. So would probably make this blog about, I'd say, 250 words. You can make it 150 to 300. That's pretty much the scope that Google wants. So just do a blog about, you know, we'll actually add on something. So just to make it fast. So John Key, have we got a John Key blog? Maybe. No, we don't. We did, but obviously it's gone. Blog, blog, blog. Sorry about that. It's definitely got to be somewhere here. Blog. But no. Okay, we'll leave that out. But I could carry on writing. So This dates back to ancient times and is still carried on through sacrifices and depopulation. Since discovering the world we live in, it is not as it appears. Even a close friend who was a reporter got to a stage in his life where he found out about the Bilderberg group and was dumbfounded that he could have such a successful career and not know who the Bilderberg group was. The wealth is definitely shared and transferred at the top, and they operate in a way that society cannot freely and independently with the power to never be challenged. Okay, so that does not make sense. The wealth is definitely shared and transferred at the top. Full stop. See, the blog has to be written in a way where it makes sense because everything is taken into account. You have no understanding of panda and penguins. Google algorithms, they are just so crazily, they're gonna be making the Terminator soon with the amount of artificial intelligence that is coming out. And I just understand because as soon as I was able to use a spam bot, and I hate to call it that, and I hate to say that I was using it, but yeah, it's a spam bot which sends out links to random pages through your social media. And oh, I don't recommend it at all. I'll just stay away from that topic right now. The wealth is definitely shared and transferred at the top. They operate in a way that society cannot. Since they have, since money is not an issue and printed freely. So of course, so with currency, they could make work. Oh, they could make slavery look like work. Employment in a lot of areas and departments of New Zealand employment in a lot of areas and departments of New Zealand take on the image of New Age enslavement. Employment was a word designed to numb to reduce the effect that the word slavery had. Since if you, because back in the day, if you did something for a master, if you did something for a master, you were a slave. There'd be major decoys in New Zealand about the selling of our assets into foreign control, into foreign hands and control for benefit. Because of course they're buying up, and they're not buying up to just invest and to keep accumulating as a real estate investor would do. They are looking to enslave our population by creating their things, their ideas, their ideals that come to them by freely thinking and illuminating themselves. It is the way, which is education, but I mean, to believe that you're illuminated beyond any other human being when you're not even giving them a free chance in the first place, then, I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, they are definitely scared of something, and God is so good and great. He's been so gracious to me to even have a mind and to think about it. So anyway, back to that blog. Would want to put in about New Zealand. So okay. So if you're wondering what this blog has to do about New Zealand, so that's our next keyword. Then, if you're wondering what this blog has to do about New Zealand, then it's just about the real situation that New Zealanders are in without knowing it. We started a group to educate people on finances, currency, political and religious events. The environment, security, foundation, and historical events that have built the world we live in. So what I'll do is, so back to about New Zealand. We are fighting for our country to have land and a future secured for our next generations. So what we want to do as well is go back here and would want to insert a picture. So what I would do is, have we got any pictures of New Zealand? Sorry, just looking for, okay, beautiful. Okay, so we'll just say that New Zealand is beautiful. We'd just like to discuss what's going on in New Zealand and how does the future look like for all Kiwis. We will talk about New Zealand, but to understand where we're headed, we have to understand where we come from. So I'll just grab that out. You're wondering, is this hoarders of wealth? Sacrifice. So yeah, and then from there I'd want to go and get a YouTube clip. So what I would do is, or even better, politics, government not ruling out blanket limit. Oh man, just go back to New Zealand news because I could find something relevant. Jesse Ryder attacked twice, remains in coma. Police believe New Zealand cricketer Jesse Ryder was assaulted twice outside a bar in Christchurch last night. Jeez, and more money goes into the cricket team than the softball team. And this is what we're getting. Brothels banned from Littleton. Littleton residents have won their battle to keep big brothels out of the port town. Fair enough. Christchurch City Councillors deliberating on a bylaw aimed at controlling where big brothels can locate have voted 12 to 2 to prohibit them in Littleton. The decision was reached after two deputations from representatives of the Littleton community who pleaded for the town to be kept brothel free. That's great news. But back to us. Well, what we're gonna do is YouTube. So just grab a quick YouTube clip. I should have just actually gone to my Facebook and there should be something at the bottom. Oh, we've got to go through the whole page. Okay, sorry guys. Come on. It's right at the bottom. I know. Still, I'm just training on creating these videos. Okay, so here we go. So I'll just grab the one with the hikoi, this one. So what I actually want to do is make an embed for it so it's actually embedded in the actual okay, copy this dude. So what we're gonna do is share it. Embed. Sorry about that. You probably don't want to watch that. Well, you probably do. You'd rather watch that than listen to me. But here, back to us anyway, and land the future secure for our next generations. And then what we'll do is enter and I'd embed the video there. And then I carry on, and we'll go back up here. That's the picture. And we'll carry on finishing off our blog. So we'll write the content there, and it would go down. And then you'd insert the blog, and I mean, it depends on like what you want out of it, and you know, like what you want it to look like. I mean, it doesn't have to look anything like that. I mean, you can insert more pictures and like I did have. Oh wait, there was so on it. Okay, so we'll put that government lies in actually. Okay, so better just. Okay, so I don't really like that, to be honest. Okay. Okay, so just finish off the blog, and would want to just so we don't know how much longer we have before big things in the world take place, such as mark of the beast in it, changing your currency in it. So, but I would write that. I'm just gonna save that because I just realized that I'm on live. So I'd write about New Zealand blog, and then it should be saved into documentary. Yep, my documents, blah blah blah. And it is a crappy blog, but with the video at the bottom, it should hopefully spark the interest in, just to get people to read to the end. Because like, once you lose people in the when you carry on too long, yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, they bounce. So we'll just get out of this and go back to our software, go back to our room. Hello again, and I'm just gonna stop sharing and actually gonna stop the recording. So that's how the blog, and what I'll do after that is I would insert it onto my main page. It's originals because I just wrote it on the spot, and then you would just fine tune it. And what you would do after that is you want to go in, if you've got the best spinner, spin it, but you must review it, and you must review it to the as much as as you can. Even if you have to read it over and over for about an hour. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but once you've spun it out to the right companies, you can get it going into, you can get different backlinks to your blog. Then you post it on your social media. You'll try to get other people to retweet it, or post it in their own, in their own blogs. And you just want to just create a network of bridges and airports and just boats and like ways of that people can travel to your website, which is your island. And No one's gonna get there if they don't have any access of transport. So when I say like train and fly and swim or whatever it takes to get there, people should be doing it, especially if it's worth something, if it has a big value sign on it. So thanks for joining me, and I'll make another video, and definitely it will be on the upside. And just give me some feedback and let me know if there are any things about the software that I just shown you, and if there is anything that you'd like to know personally. Just email us at hostmaster@freeagency.com, but instead of the e's it's three, so you'd have hostmaster@fr33ag3ncy.com. So it's hostmaster@fr33ag3ncy.com. And thanks for joining us. You can also catch us on Twitter at Free Agency Trust, and check out our Facebook page at Free Agency Network. We might even make you admin, and you can post some stuff and help share your content with us. So thanks again for joining me for just a quick conference, and pretty much just I'm practicing to get the message out there, and I'm glad I found this technology, and I'm just glad to be a part of the GVO team and Pure Leverage. Um, I know I haven't been marketing the software much, but I've been so busy with trying to launch a company that is something that I'm definitely picking up on now. So thanks to Joel, thanks to everyone out there, and subscribe to our channels, and any questions, just give us a buzz. Thanks.